Cats News fans, because here we are in beautiful, scenic Santa Louisa. Beautiful, sunny Santa Louisa. Beautiful, smoggy Santa Louisa. Damp, foggy Santa Louisa. Cute, but rather run-down Santa Louisa.
Okay,
here we
Amy,
are.
get serious.
Okay. I'm going to stand about here and start on the bell tower and then pull back and try to keep it in the background as much as possible. Okay, how do I look? No, don't answer that. Tell the truth, don't tell the truth. It's too early in the morning.
3, 2, 1.
The Santa Louisa Bell Tower, a landmark in the community since 1927, has withstood 5 fires, several floods, and assorted acts of vandalism.
That's wonderful, darling. How many more do you want?
3.
I think 3 apiece is enough for right now. You can always come back for more.
I bet I can sell more than you can.
Yeah. Be careful crossing the street.
I will, Mom.
Excuse me, Mr. Stapleton. Mr. Kendall would like to see you in his office right away.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Oh, by the way, how do you want me to handle the Chicago reservations?
One for me and one for Jan. I paid for hers. Hey, Roy, what's up?
I'm a little concerned about your Chicago trip. We don't get the bid on the Lakeshore Plaza, we're in trouble.
They love the renderings. Specs are solid.
Yeah, but will they buy it? You're up against some real heavyweights. Come on, let's go to lunch. I want to talk strategy.
Oh, can it wait, Roy? I've got an appointment.
Okay, but the presentation's only 11 days away.
I know.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you and Jan come over to the club on Saturday? We'll play some doubles and talk about it then.
Okay, if you promise not to be too tough on me with that backhand.
I'm sorry, young lady, but if I let you in to sell cookies, I'd have to let everybody in to sell cookies. And then no one get their work done. Okay?
Okay.
Anything for me, Ursula?
Oh, no. But Mr. Kendall, your secretary just called and your conference call to Portland's ready.
Oh, thanks, Ursula. Is this some conspiracy to keep me on a diet? First, nobody eats with me, then they won't let me eat by myself.
For your own good, Roy. I'm gonna go out for a while. Will you cover for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Stapleton.
Hey, that's what we used to call a lazy man's load. I'll tell you what, watch, let me take one of those off your hands.
Whoa.
How much are they?
$1 a box.
Okay, you got it. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'll take 2.
Oh, great. Wait till I tell Leslie.
Leslie?
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you what now. You open the door for me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. What are you gonna do with the money?
We're gonna take a trip to go camping.
Oh, neat. Up in the mountains?
Yeah.
Oh, do you do that a lot?
Enough. It's really fun.
Great.
Well, what was you?
Thanks, kid. You're a terrific salesman.
I'm getting punchy. Hi. Where's Sharon?
I don't know.
Where is she? Sharon! Sharon! never run off like that by herself. I've told her 1,000 times.
Which direction was she heading?
Over there somewhere. 1 minute she was here and then she was gone. I don't know. Find her!
We're doing everything we can, ma'am, but we need some more information.
Okay, we've got a late breaker. Let's go. We don't have all day. Stand by. Stand by. T1. Let's see your frame. Get the copy off the table. That's better. Bump to BP2. File 1. Bump to BP2. Camera 1. Hold it. Be a little Stand by to announce. Tilt up camera 2. Stand by to announce. Okay. Come on. You got 4 seconds, John. All right. Ready, camera 2. Ready.
We
Push on
interrupt
camera
this
2.
program for a special news bulletin. Here in the Channel 6 newsroom is John Malloy.
Good afternoon. Another Santa Louisa girl has disappeared, and there's speculation that she might be the 4th victim of the so-called Golden Girl killer. Channel 6 reporter Amy McCleary is at the scene. Amy.
John, sometime within the past 2 hours, 10-year-old Sharon Harris vanished from this street while selling cookies door to door. Now, whether she was abducted or simply vanished on her own remains a mystery, but the police are taking no chances. The presence here of the Special Task Force, which was organized last year, indicates that they think this could be the work of the so-called Golden Girl killer, even though he has not struck in the past 7 months.
Janice? Tracy, I'm home. Hello? Anybody home?
Yeah. Yeah, well, what if I call you back later if I hear anything, all right? Yeah. Bye.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to barge in.
That was Linda. Another girl's disappeared.
Another girl? Oh, God. Did they know where?
I don't know. Apparently she was out with a bunch of girls and she just disappeared.
Where's Tracy?
She wasn't in the front room?
No.
Tracy!
Honey?
Tracy!
Sweetheart?
Tracy! Tracy!
Tracy? Tracy!
Tracy!
Well, hi. We were just wondering where you were.
I was just playing.
Of course you were.
Just blown up right away. We'll use it for the 6 o'clock news. Do you have any decent footage of the mother?
What's decency got to do with this?
We're not running a popularity contest here, Aim. I want this maniac caught. We have to get the people outraged. Or are we just going to sit around and let the network do it for us? What do you say, people?
Hey, don't worry about it, John. We're all in this together, okay?
You better be. Okay. What have the police put together on this?
All blonde, all under 11, all dumped in the woods. Everything else seems random.
So how come we don't hear from this guy for 7 months, then all of a sudden?
We've checked every jail and mental institution in the state to see if our boy's been in custody, but so far nothing corresponds.
What about other states?
Well, the feds are working on it, but it's a long shot. Now, this is definitely a local crazy. Probably an impulse killer who seems normal and every once in a while just shorts out.
Oh, great.
It could be anybody from the ice cream man to the archbishop.
The girl goes to our school.
You know her?
I had her 4 years ago. She was a sweet little girl. Listen to how I'm talking. You don't even know that anything's happened to her yet.
Well, it certainly doesn't look good, does it? Can you imagine what the parents must be going through? Honey, I don't want Tracy left alone for a minute. Not until this is over.
What happened to you?
Oh, I had a flat tire.
Klutz. Good thing I married you for your mind.
Is that what it was?
At this hour, there are still no clues as to the whereabouts of 10-year-old Sharon Harris, who disappeared this afternoon while selling cookies door to door on the city's west side. When last seen, Sharon was wearing a blue and gold uniform and blue and white sneakers. Police, using specially trained dogs, have been combing the area near Kensington Park, but so far have come up empty-handed. Sharon has blonde hair, brown eyes, is about 4 foot 5 inches tall, and weighs 65 pounds. Officially, while police are still refusing to classify Sharon's disappearance as a kidnapping, we have...
Well, I've done my part. How's the roast coming?
Federal officials are saying,
Spent
however,
that
that
Harris
until
girl.
there is evidence that a kidnapping has actually occurred, they are powerless to take an active role in the investigation. Police are now investigating
God.
any link between this disappearance...
That's the girl I bought cookies from this morning.
If anyone
Where?
has seen her or knows anything at
In the
all
lobby
about
at the
case,
office.
they are asked to please call
I've
the
got to
Golden
get a hold of the
Girl
police. They're
Task
looking in the wrong
Force
place.
at 555-9355.
9355.
Meanwhile, we will interrupt regular programming to keep you posted on any further updates. John?
6 more state officials were implicated today in an influence peddling scheme.
Carter, transfer line 3 to me as soon as it comes in. I expect I can call.
Well, if more people like you drop by, we might be able to break this case.
I just hate to take up your time.
No, we really appreciate you coming by, Mr. Stapleton. Your information might be very valuable. You never know.
I hope so. It's easy to see you've got your work cut out for you here.
Every little bit helps. Thanks again for dropping by.
Sure, anytime.
I just don't think this is possible. I only saw the man for a minute, and I wasn't paying any attention. It wasn't until I saw the girl's picture on television that it dawned on me what I...
Mrs. Edwards, anything that you could remember at all will be helpful to us. Now, you did see the girl, and she was talking to a man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the man clearly?
Just for a second.
Well, Dr. Fuller here seems to think that quite possibly under hypnosis, you might be able to recall something that otherwise escapes you.
It's just a means of getting information from the unconscious part of the brain to the conscious. There's really no voodoo involved.
Mrs. Edwards, would you agree to hypnosis to see if you can remember what the man looks like? Please, it's vitally important to us.
I'll do whatever I can. No, it wasn't like that. It was rounder. And the face isn't quite right. It was longer and a little more angular. That's more like it, yes. Now the hair. It was parted on the right, and it wasn't so long. That's it. That's him. That's the man I saw.
Any luck?
Give me 100 copies and circulate them to the precincts and the task force. Then wire one to Sacramento. I want an ID on this guy pronto.
Is this our boy?
He's somebody's boy.
What about the press?
They can wait. I can't.
Looks kind of familiar.
Soak it down good.
How's it going, Ray?
Okay, Frank, how are you? Hell of a deal about that little girl, huh?
Yeah, hell of a deal.
Tell you what, I know how to take care of that guy if I ever got my hands on him.
Yeah.
Frank, I've been thinking. Maybe it's time we started up like a neighborhood watch program, you know, something like that.
It's not a bad idea. Why don't we get some of the neighbors together and talk about it?
Let's do it. Let's do it, buddy, all right?
All right.
Good. See you later.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah, just tired.
Well, you've had a long day. We all have.
It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes it takes an awful thing like this to make you realize how lucky you are. I'm gonna go lie down for a while. I'm just wasted.
Okay.
We'll go to the store and we'll get some groceries and then we'll come home and see Mommy. And then we'll ask Mommy if we go to the park and then we can play on those swings, okay?
Whoever you are, please, please contact us and tell us what you want. I promise you, nobody's going to hurt you. We just want our baby back. Sharon? If you can hear me, remember that Mommy and Daddy love you very, very much. And you're going to be back with us very, very soon.
Okay, that's enough.
No wonder everybody says cops are stupid.
Oh, is that what everybody says?
Parker and Mendoza went through every mug book in the joint. He wasn't there. You want to know why? Because he was sitting at my desk not 12 hours ago. If my mind wasn't a sieve, I'd have made the connection right off the bat. I feel like a Class A moron.
You give yourself a promotion? What's a Frank Stapler?
Oh, he says he bought cookies off the girl just before she disappeared. Wanted to let us know we were looking in the wrong spot, the Joe Citizen routine, and I fell for it.
You run a make on this guy?
Yeah. He's so clean, he squeaks.
Nobody's that clean. Well, if he's so sure we're looking in the wrong place, maybe we ought to have him back in here so he can tell us the right place to start looking.
Frank Stapleton is not only one of my best employees, he's also one of the finest people I know. Now, what are you trying to insinuate?
We're not trying to insinuate anything, Mr. Kendall. We're just trying to clear up a few frayed ends. You got to start somewhere.
Well, if you're so concerned about Frank, why don't you talk to him? I'm sure he'd be perfectly candid with you.
Oh, we plan on doing that, sir.
You usually have lunch with Mr. Stapleton, don't you?
Sometimes.
What about yesterday?
Frank skipped lunch yesterday. That's all I know.
Okay, the hotel lobby 162-380. Now, that's less than 22 difference. Is that right? Sure. I just don't want to give it away. Okay, thanks very much.
Mr. Stapleton, these gentlemen would like to have a few words with you.
Sure. Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Nice to see you.
This is Sergeant Mendoza.
Hi, Frank Stapleton. How do you do? What can I do for you?
Well, it's very difficult to talk with, you know. Listen, I really hate to take you away from your work. Would you mind coming downtown with us? There's a couple of things you might be able to help us with.
I don't know what more I can tell you, but as I said, I'm happy to help any way I can. How's it going? You making any progress?
I think so.
Of course it's ridiculous. Look, I gotta go. Bye.
Hi, Ursula. I'm Amy McCleary from Channel 6 News.
Oh, yeah, I watch you all the time.
Oh, you do? Well, I'm flattered. Listen, I wonder if I could ask you a couple questions, huh?
Oh.
I think we can clear this up in no time. You see, Mr. Stapleton, the basic problem is that we have a composite drawing of the kidnapping suspect, and you'll have to admit the resemblance is uncanny. Well, no, this isn't possible. So you see our dilemma.
Do you have a suspect in custody or not, huh? I thought a deadline.
Come on, give us a break.
Why don't you give us a break?
Just tell us what you got.
The press officer will issue a statement at the proper time. Excuse me.
See you later.
Hey, this is good. We'll use it at 6. That's him.
That's him.
Well, that's hardly what I expected. He looks too straight.
Sorry to disappoint you. Like that.
Uh-huh. Well, I trust the cops had a little more than just this.
Well, I know they haven't formally charged him yet. My guess is they're waiting for the body to turn up.
Uh-huh. How did we get so lucky?
I work long and hard cultivating my sources, that's how.
Are you absolutely certain?
It's been checked and double-checked.
Remind me of that when it's time to renew your contract.
Don't worry, I will.
Aha. What's the competition got on this guy?
Nothing. I mean, they were all sitting around the police station waiting for someone to throw them a bone.
That's what you think. The network is in town, and they're gonna have a field day with this. Okay, okay. Dig up everything you can on the guy, and you better not blow it.
Have you ever known me to blow a story? In the meantime, just keep your fingers crossed that they don't book this guy between now and 6 o'clock.
So where'd you go when you left the office?
I drove out to Elmira to look at some property.
Now, according to your receptionist, Miss Linderson, you asked her to cover for you. What's that supposed to mean?
I only said that because I was going to be gone for some time. I've got to go out for a while. You got to talk to me.
Sure thing, Mr. Stapleton.
Hey. That's what we used to call a lazy man's load. Tell you what, why don't you let me take one of those off your hands? How much are they?
$1 a box.
$1? Okay, I'll take one. Okay. Oh, you smooth talker. Okay, I'll take 2.
Oh, great.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, she got it?
Thank you. Thanks
Well,
a lot. You know,
hey.
you're a terrific salesperson.
Thanks.
This is really very simple. Okay. For some time now, my wife and I have been talking about the fact that we'd like to build a cottage on a lake. A summer home.
The American dream,
Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I heard there were some lots for sale over by Elmira. I wanted to look them over. If something really knocked me out, I was going to try to make a deal in time to surprise my wife for our anniversary. I wanted to check the property out by myself before talking to the real estate people because, well, this kind of thing's a big investment. And the last thing I needed was some high-pressure salesman telling me what I liked. I wanted to be absolutely sure. So I took a couple of pictures, looked at some foundation sites, and left. I figured I'd only be there about half an hour at the most, then I'd go back to the office.
What changed your mind?
It was getting late. I had a flat tire. I just figured to hell with it.
Now, let me see if I have this straight. So, in order to surprise your wife, you had to lie to your boss and your receptionist.
Look, this is really preposterous. Am I under arrest or what?
No, you haven't been charged with anything, if that's what you mean, Mr. Stapleton. But if you'd like to have a lawyer down here, that's perfectly within your right.
I don't need a lawyer. I haven't done anything.
Then why all the subterfuge, Mr. Stapleton? Why 2 different stories about where you were yesterday? I mean, you've got to admit, it looks a little strange.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you it was my lunch hour? I didn't think it was anybody's business where I was going. How the hell am I supposed to know I'm going to have a flat tire?
Well, there's no need to get testy, Mr. Stapleton. We're just trying to fill in the details.
Did anyone see you up there?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there was a farmer asked me if I needed a hand.
Hey! You want some help? Oh, thanks. I think I can get it. Put these lugs on too tight. Hey, suit yourself!
This farmer have a name?
Well, he didn't introduce himself, if that's what you mean. He asked if I needed help. I said no.
Where'd you say this took place?
Well, I don't know. I've never been out there before. Somewhere around the lake.
But you'd recognize it if you saw it again.
I don't know. I suppose so.
This farmer, do you think he'd remember you?
I imagine he would.
I mean, after all, it's not every day that someone has a flat tire on his farm, wherever that may be.
Why don't you find him and ask him?
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Stapleton. We will.
Do you seriously think that if I was going to kidnap a child, I would do so right in front of my own office?
If I had all the answers, Mr. Stapleton, I'd be the highest paid policeman in the world.
Have you ever been arrested, Mr. Stapleton? Had any trouble with the law?
No.
You're quite sure of that?
I think I'd remember a thing like that, yes.
Then why is it that when the FBI ran a security check on you, they found a 1963 misdemeanor conviction for public lewdness in the state of Iowa? You care to tell us about that, Mr. Stapleton, or has that slipped your mind, too?
I think it's time to reconsider about getting yourself a lawyer, Mr. Stapleton.
Bye, Mr. Obedient. Don't forget to say bye to Emily. Hey, come on.
Okay, let's go, Chris. Excuse me, could you point out Janice Stapleton for me?
That's her over there.
Right there. Mrs. Stapleton, mind if we talk to you? What's your reaction to your husband's arrest?
I don't know what you're talking about. Arrest for what?
Sharon Harris.
What?
In other words, you didn't know?
No what? Come on, honey.
Mrs. Stapleton, your husband was taken in for questioning about the Sharon Harris kidnapping.
You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did something happen to Daddy?
Surely you must have some comment about this.
Saturday. No, I don't remember. That was 9 months ago. How am I supposed to remember that? You remember what you were doing every minute of every day last January?
I remember what I was doing that day.
Well, you have a better memory than I do.
I was looking for another little blonde girl who disappeared.
Edna, this is Janice Stapleton. Let me talk to Frank. What do you mean he's not there? Where is he? They did. When? I don't understand. Where did they take him? I see.
You travel a lot, don't you, Mr. Stapleton? 1 or 2 day business trips?
Once in a while, yeah.
You always travel by car? Alone?
This is just incredible. I don't think I want to answer any more questions until I get a lawyer. Bingo.
In your professional work here at Lincoln Elementary School, I wonder if you could tell us something about...
Just a couple of questions, Mrs. Stapleton, please. Don't go on the street. Kids, get up. You know the Harris girl. She was a student of yours. Did your husband know her too?
Would you please just leave us alone?
Mrs. Stapleton, do you know the girl's parents? Mrs. Stapleton, can we just have a comment on how you feel about...
You're just going to have to be patient, Mrs. Stapleton. It's just not possible right now.
What are you telling me, that I can't see my husband? You have no right to do that, and I am not leaving here until I see him.
Please, Mrs. Stapleton, try to calm down. I know how you feel.
You don't know how I feel. How can you say that? I mean, first you accused my husband of murder, and now you won't let me see him.
He's talking to his lawyer right now.
I am his wife. Look, you might as well arrest me, too, because I am not leaving here until I see him.
We haven't actually charged him with anything, Mrs. Stapleton. We just want to ask him a few more questions.
Questions? Questions about what? Look, Frank has never done anything wrong in his life.
Do you know what this is all about? I'll tell you what this is all about. You remember in college how important it was to pledge the right fraternity? I mean, you'd do anything to get in the best house. Well, I was a freshman. It was Hell Week. A bunch of us had rushed the only decent fraternity on campus. That was part of the deal. One night, there were about 5 of us. It was part of the initiation. We had to get in Bill Wyman's car and put the top down and cruise in front of all the sorority houses and moon. It was all the rage in those days, right? So we did it. No big deal. Except some uptight battle axe happened to be walking down the street at exactly the moment we dropped our pants. She took down our license number, turned us into the cops, and we got busted. Can you believe that? I mean, it was so stupid, I forgot the whole thing. We didn't even have to go into the station. They just gave us some tickets and $50 fine, and that was that. And now, it's on my record as a sex offense. A stupid adolescent prank 18 years ago, and I am being accused of murdering children. How do you like them apples, old buddy?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable? It's insanity. Dwight, you gotta get me out of here.
I'm working on it, believe me. I told them either to book you or to release you.
Good. What do they say?
And they say they can keep you for 48 hours.
Great. What about Jan? How's she taking this?
She's hanging in there.
Look, how about if I volunteer to take a lie detector test, and they'll know I'm telling the truth.
I don't know. I mean, I'm your friend. I'm not a criminal lawyer.
And I'm not a criminal.
All I'm trying to say is I don't know how to best advise you on something like that. Let me talk to one of my partners. Lie detector test might do more harm than good.
How could that be? I don't have anything to hide. Dwight, I'll do whatever it takes to get out of this rat hole.
Well, I'll see what they say.
Is your name Francis Edward Stapleton?
Yes.
Are you currently employed at Roy, Kendall and Associates?
Yes.
Do you know a girl named Sharon Harris?
No. That is, I met her, but...
Just answer yes or no. Do you know a girl named Sharon Harris?
No.
Are you married?
Yes.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Do you have a daughter?
Yes.
Did you buy some cookies from Sharon Harris?
Yes.
Did you abduct Sharon Harris?
No.
Have you ever had any sexual fantasies about little girls?
No.
Did you kill Sharon Harris?
No.
Well?
As far as I'm concerned, your suspect is not telling the truth.
Mr. Taylor. What's the matter with Mr. Taylor, Mommy? Is he mad at us?
Never mind, honey. I just want you to go in and get ready for your bath.
But I don't have to go to school tomorrow.
I told you, young lady, I want you to go in there and get ready for your bath.
Our top story tonight, there are dramatic new developments in the Golden Girl murder case. Amy McCleary, who's been covering this grisly story for nearly a year, has the report. Amy.
That's right, John. We have confirmed that the police have a suspect in custody in connection with yesterday's disappearance of 10-year-old Sharon Harris, and they are also questioning him about the 3 other Golden Girl victims. Security has been extremely tight at task force headquarters, and the police have refused to give out any information, at least until the suspect is officially booked. Through our own investigation, however, we have learned that the man in custody is Francis Edward Stapleton, a 38-year-old sales representative for Roy Kendall and Associates, a local industrial design firm. Stapleton, who according to sources close to the investigation has a record for a previous sex offense, was identified by composite drawings supplied by an eyewitness to the abduction of Sharon Harris. John?
After Stapleton was taken into custody, we sent Channel 6 reporter Jerry Stevens to the Lincoln Elementary School to get the reaction of Mrs. Cartwright, Janice, who's the first grade teacher there.
What's your reaction to your husband's arrest?
I don't know what you're talking about. Arrest for what?
Sharon Harris.
What?
In other words, you didn't know?
Well, what? You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Should we go take our bath now? Ready for bed.
Look, why can't you just leave them alone?
Do you know the girl's parents? Mrs. Stapleton, please, come on. Could you just make some comment on the situation? Mrs. Stapleton?
Mrs. Stapleton, obviously shaken by the news of her husband's arrest, refused comment. When we come back, we have a report on a bank robbery in Ojai, and sunny with the weather.
What was newsworthy about that footage, John?
Oh, come on, will ya? It's all we could get.
Heads up, Jerry. I think this one's going to go national.
Hello, Mother.
Guilty as hell, if you ask me.
I'll be sure to include that in the indictment.
Look, all I'm saying is, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and looks like a duck, chances are it's a duck.
Yeah? Well, remind me someday to tell you the old proverb about the blind man trying to identify an elephant by touch.
I think we've got enough to get past a grand jury.
I can sleepwalk past a grand jury. I want to know if we have enough to bind this guy over. I mean, there's no point in charging him unless we can go for the downs, right? I hope you have the Miranda waiver, all right?
Sign and seal.
Do something right every once in a while.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm on your side. You remember that, huh? But I'm the guy that's trying this case, and so far you haven't even convinced me.
Now, come on, Elliot.
What do you want from us? Signed confession?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd go for that.
I don't believe this.
Did it ever occur to you, Austin, that you could be wrong?
No.
Then prove it to me. Show me something more than a composite, a polygraph, and a shaky alibi. What the hell is this supposed to prove, huh? Get me something to make this case lawyer-proof.
Tell us what you need, Elliot.
How about a body? How about a weapon? How about a blood stain? How about a piece of clothing? Fingerprint, a hair follicle. Give me something tangible that I can wave in front of a jury, okay?
Hello. No, this is her mother. I'm afraid Janice isn't available right now. Oh, yes, Mr. Kendall. Oh, yes. Oh, well, I'll be sure and tell her that. And thank you very much for calling. That was Mr. Kendall. He wanted to know if there was anything he could do to help.
It was nice of him to call.
Oh.
Let it go.
That'd be ridiculous. What if it's Frank? Hello.
Another crank.
Janice, I think you should come with Tracy and stay with me at the farm until this whole thing blows over.
It isn't going to blow over, Mother. And I am not going to run and hide every time that phone rings.
Well, if you want to be a martyr, that's all well and good. But I think you should at least consider what effect this whole sordid business is going to have on your daughter. Oh, what now?
I'm a police officer, ma'am. I have a warrant to search the premises.
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, ma'am.
Don't worry, honey. We're going to get all our things back. You know what? I think it would be a really good idea if you went and visited Grandma for a while.
But I don't want to go to Grandma's house. I want to stay here with you and Daddy.
Well, I know you do, sweetheart, but you like Grandma's place. It's a nice place to be. Wouldn't you like to go there? You can go and you can see the horse and the dogs. And when you come back, all your things will be all back here. Daddy will be here, too. Wouldn't you like to do that? Sure.
Maybe our boy's telling the truth after all.
Yeah. Or maybe that's where he dumped the Harris kid.
All right, 6th man on the right, gum out of your mouth, please. Stand up straight and tall, everyone. Hands down to your side and face the wall to your right. Face the front. Face the wall to your left. Now face the front again.
Well, Mrs. Edwards?
It looks something like him, but,
So would you like to buy some? Okay, thank you.
But you can't be sure?
no, I couldn't swear to it.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Edwards. You've been a great help.
Sorry, I wish I could be sure.
I know, but I appreciate your honesty.
Okay, you're out of here. Pick up your property at the desk.
I know you think you got away with something, Frank, but I just want you to know that I know the score.
Really?
Really. And no matter how long it takes, one of these days I'm going to find that one little shred of evidence that's going to put you where you belong. Have a nice weekend, Frank.
Well, I might see him almost every day, really. Just an average day if I'm out working alone or something, he passes by, just sociable, you know, like George High Flyer either, like that. But the thing is, I mean, we always thought he was pretty much a decent guy. He was always real friendly with all the, you know, the kids on the street, and everybody liked him. I think, but the crazy thing is, I mean, it seems crazy. I mean, you live right next door to somebody for almost 4 years, right? Yeah. Almost 4 years. You figure you know him, right? And then this, I guess, it just goes to show you never can tell, right? You just never can tell, you know.
Everybody wants to be a star, you know. Check the camera out this time, Jerry. I think this is earth-shattering news.
Oh, Frank. Ah! Oh.
Oh.
I didn't hear you come in.
I came in the back way. My fan club is out front.
Aren't they ever going to leave us alone?
It's a game with them. They'll go away as soon as they get tired of it.
Are you all right?
I am now.
Oh, why didn't you call me? I'd have come picked you up.
Oh, you needed your sleep.
No, I can't sleep when you're not here. Is it over?
Yes, it's finally over.
Well, look, can I fix you anything? Do you want something to eat?
I just want to go to sleep in my own bed with you.
Let's go.
Whoever that is out of luck.
I'll get it. I'm getting very good at this lately.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. Stapleton. I'm Amy
I know who you are. Don't you have a lot of gall coming here? Haven't you done enough already?
Look, Mrs. Stapleton, I didn't have anything to do with that business at the school. I would just like to talk to your husband, if it's all right.
It isn't all right.
Believe me, Mrs. Stapleton, I had nothing to do with that film. If I'd known about it, it never would have been shown.
Why don't you just go and leave us alone?
Where's Tracy? Where's Tracy?
She's with my mother. We thought it would be a good idea if she went to the farm for a while.
We did, didn't we? Well, I think it's a lousy idea.
Look, you don't know how hard this has been on her, Frank. Reporters everywhere. Police tearing the house upside down.
So do we let them tear our lives upside down? Janice, they made a stupid mistake. It's over now.
Is it?
Yes. I want her back here. She's our child, not your mother's, no matter what your mother might like to think about that. She belongs here with us.
She is 6 years old, Frank. And you know how vulnerable a 6-year-old is. Now, I have been with her through this whole ordeal, and she is totally confused and frightened out of her wits. Is that what you want?
No,
Frank?
that's not what I want. You're right. Maybe it would be good for her to be there for a while. I'm sorry. But I'll tell you. A few days with the dragon lady, she's going to think all those things you're saying about me are true.
Come on, Jerry.
I want to know why you sent me this leave of absence. By sending me this, you're saying that my husband is guilty, and he's not. Now look, I am a good teacher, and if I take this up with the Board of Education or you, I'll be back.
Good morning. Good morning, Edna.
Good morning. Mr. Stapleton, are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. Edna, where's the model?
Mr. Kendall took it to Mel's office.
Counting on you to just give us a
Pardon me, Roy, can I talk to you for a second?
Hey, Frank, how are you? I'm glad that mix-up got straightened out. I was actually beginning to worry there for a minute.
Is that why Mel's taken over the lakefront project all of a sudden?
Be realistic, Frank.
I'm being realistic. I worked on that project for 9 months, Roy. I think at least you owe me an explanation.
All right, now look, we both know how dangerous the gossip mill can be. Especially in this business, we can't afford to lose the contract.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Roy.
Now, don't go getting your feathers ruffled. I'm on your side.
Sounds like it.
Look, I can't take the risk. They watch the news in Chicago, too, you know. Now, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Now, I want you to take 2 weeks off till this thing dies down.
Go into hiding?
Take a rest. You need it after all you've been through.
Maybe you're right.
Incidentally, I spoke to a college buddy of mine back in Michigan over the weekend, and he runs an outfit very much like this one. I told him about your situation, and he's anxious to speak with you.
What about?
Going to work for him. He's willing to offer you the same salary, fringes, the whole works. He'll even offer you the relocation expenses. Something to consider.
They don't watch television back in Michigan?
That's the one hitch. You may have to change your name.
Change my name? Roy. Change my name?
Think about it, Frank. Take 2 weeks and mull it over. Talk to Jan. Talk to my friend. Here's his name and number. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, they'll have caught the real guy. This whole thing will be academic.
What if they haven't?
Think about it, Frank.
And certainly some kind of public humiliation associated with the sexual act could produce this kind of antisocial behavior later on, oh yes.
Wait a minute, Dr. Berger. Surely you're not implying that some sort of teenage prank, like mooning, for instance, could actually indicate that someone's a potential killer?
Oh, well, I'm not necessarily suggesting that this is true of the suspect. I never have interviewed him, and I know very little about him personally, but the pattern of these crimes suggests that there was a tremendous amount of anger, probably stemming from some early sexual dysfunction. An event such as you described could definitely proceed.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Berger. We appreciate you coming down and your commentary. And tomorrow we will conclude with part 3 of our exclusive profile, The Criminal Mind. Thank you.
Good. You're both here. I only have to say this once.
How did you get in here?
You shut up. Just shut up and listen. I've had to listen to you for 5 days. Now it's my turn. You have systematically set out to destroy my life. My family, my career, my reputation, everything is in the toilet because of you. I don't know why you want to ruin me, but you've done a hell of a good job of it, pal.
We don't fabricate the news, Mr. Stapleton. We just report it.
Don't you people ever stop to consider the damage you do? Do you know what you've already done to my wife and my little girl? What did they ever do to you?
What about all the other little girls, Mr. Stapleton? What about all the other mothers? Personally, I couldn't care less about you. But according to the cops, you're a prime suspect. And that's new.
I was questioned! I was never charged with anything. There's a difference, you know? What about all the hundreds of other people that have been questioned? You don't see their faces plastered all over the television. You've already tried and convicted me.
Well, if you're innocent, I'm sorry. We're just doing our job. Believe me, it's nothing personal.
Nothing personal? Nothing personal! It's my life!
Put out the lives of those children, huh?
Stop it,
Put
both
out
of you! Stop it!
You slimy!
All right. All right, let him go. Let him go.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stapleton.
But
try and put yourself in our position, huh? What would you do if they told you they were holding someone for those crimes? Just sit there?
I'd get my facts straight for openers.
We did, friend. We had our lawyers go over every bit of news that we broadcast. If you are innocent, your gripes with the cops, not us.
If what you say is true, it's too late, isn't it? What would you want us to do?
Okay, everybody, come on, take 5, that's it. Can you believe that jerk?
I think he's got a point.
For instance?
Well, for instance, that Dr. Berger interview. I mean, that woman is no psychologist.
All right.
She's a pop star. I mean, all she does is hype the ratings, and you know it.
Well, that is the name of the game, isn't it?
You know, if he's telling the truth, we've really blown it this time.
It is not our function to judge this character, and you know that. All we are supposed to do is report what goes down. He was arrested, wasn't he? I mean, he was questioned, wasn't he? He is the prime suspect, is he not? And that is all we ever wrote about that guy. Just the facts. The facts which were good enough for the network to stand by them.
Hey, has it ever occurred to you that there's more important things in life than a 2-minute pickup on the stupid network?
No, it never occurred to me. What do you want, Amy? Huh? Tell me, what do you want?
I want to give him equal time.
You're crazier than he is.
No, I'm not. I want to do an interview with him. We do it all the time.
No. No, not as long as I'm running the station. You checked your facts, right? Right. We stand by our story.
I'm not talking about facts. These are people's lives.
End of discussion, Amy.
Boy, Malloy. You know, sometimes I'd like to tell you to take this job and,
Amy. Amy! You start a crusade, you're gonna get your wish. Right.
How come you never told me about the incident in college?
Wasn't important.
What else haven't you told me, Frank?
What do you think?
I'm sorry.
Maybe you ought to go to your mother's. Spend some time with Tracy.
But I belong here, with you.
This is my problem.
It's not supposed to affect me. Look, we're in this together. Why are you trying to push me away? You sure this is what you want?
Look, we've been all through this. I don't want to have to worry about your safety on top of everything else.
What about your safety?
I can take care of myself.
I thought we were supposed to be partners.
Roy's offered me a job in Michigan if I wanted. Of course, I'd have to change my name.
I changed mine when I married you.
It's not quite the same thing, is it?
I love you, Frank.
You sure you don't want me to drive you down there?
No. Mother will be here any minute. Look, I'm sorry, but there isn't much food in the refrigerator. I haven't had time to go to the market.
Don't worry about it. I'll find something.
No. I can manage.
Janice. Kiss Tracy for me, will you?
You know the number at the farm if you need me. Bye, Frank.
What's this?
We had a visit from one of our neighbors last night. Next time they'd probably burn a cross on the lawn.
Well, look, you said you wanted equal time, didn't you?
Yeah, okay, come on in.
Get some of that, Jerry. This will be good. Listen, are your wife and daughter home? We'd like to interview them, too.
No, actually, they're out of town for a few days. We thought it'd be safer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure. So, what changed your mind?
I believed you. Simple.
Excuse me, wait. Hello. Yeah, hi, Dwight. What? Who? Who was it? It's fantastic. No, I'll talk to you later, Dwight. Thank you. Thanks a million, yeah. They caught the guy.
What?
Do you believe that? He confessed.
Oh, hey, that's great. That's wonderful.
Oh, I can't believe it. I'm off the hook. Listen, you still want to do that interview?
Oh, you bet I do. You bet I do. I'm here.
What do you mean next
In simple terms, the man who confessed to these crimes is what I call a professional confessor. He's confessed to hundreds of crimes, including, if I'm not mistaken, the assassination of President Garfield. Therefore, we had to let him go.
Chief, how do you know he's not telling the truth this time?
Because up until 2 days ago, he was residing at the Vacaville Penitentiary. Probably for some other crime he confessed to but didn't commit.
Back to square one, Chief?
No, not exactly. We still have a prime suspect, and the investigation is ongoing, and we'll let you know when there's another development. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, I have to get back to work. Thank you.
So, there goes the ballgame.
I wish I didn't have to be the one to tell you.
Why don't I just confess and get it over with?
That makes a lot of sense.
What would you do?
Well, fight back, damn it.
What do you think I've been doing?
Well, I think you've been taking it on the chin. You've been doing it alone, too. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll get the check. My pleasure.
I think it's a question of basic responsibility. You
can't really blame the police. They have to investigate every lead, no matter how far-fetched. That's their job. I wouldn't respect them if they didn't. But it's a different story with your television. You spend a lot of time criticizing the police for their excesses, and yet what you do is far worse. I was tried and convicted on the Good Time News Hour. Police never even charged me. How'd you learn to do all this? I thought all you did was...
Mangle the news? No, when you work for a jerkwater station like this, you learn to do everything. Let's just keep going with this. I want this to be absolutely right.
The man is presumed innocent. It's the other way around. That's why in England, or so they tell me, a suspect's name can never be released to the press until he's formally indicted. Maybe they know something we don't.
I think we should cut it right there, huh? That'll give it more punch.
I had nothing to do with this terrible crime. The police realized that and they let me go. But have you? In court, a man is presumed innocent. With you people, it's the other way around. That's why in England, or so they tell me.
Well, this is cozy.
Hi, John. I'm doing this on my own time. Where do you see this?
Forget it, McCleary. There's not going to be any tape. I already told you that.
Well, why?
Now listen to me.
No, you listen to me.
Yeah, right.
As far as I'm concerned, we have done this guy a vast injustice. The least we can do is hear his side of the story. For his last resort.
Will you drop it, Amy? I'm not going to tell you again.
No, I won't drop it. What's the matter, John? Afraid you might be wrong this time?
This station is not going to become a soapbox for a man who is very possibly a murderer. Anyway, I told the DA we wouldn't run an interview.
The DA? You know, that's outrageous. Since when does the DA have anything to say about my news footage?
Oh, come on. This is not the death of the First Amendment. It's a professional courtesy.
Not to me. Certainly not to Frank Staplin.
Let me tell you something about your buddy Frank Staplin. They are about to file charges on him as soon as they dig up some physical evidence. And the DA happens to think that a self-serving interview will make it impossible for Staplin to get a fair trial.
How noble.
Well, for all I know, he may just be right. Anyway, we're not going to run it.
Oh, so to hell with Frank Staplin, huh?
Staplin is not my problem. He's not your problem. Let me tell you something. Now, either you drop this ridiculous crusade or you start looking for another job.
Thank you.
Sharon Harris's body was discovered early this morning by a telephone company employee who was installing an underground cable. While there is no official word as to the actual cause of death, investigators are indicating that the girl was strangled, much like the 3 other Golden Girl victims. Even as Sharon's body was being removed, police and sheriff's deputies cordoned off a square-mile area around the site and began combing the woods for clues. The police now believe that all the murders are the work of one person, but are refusing to offer more until the coroner's report is released. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, though no charges have been filed yet, sources close to the investigation are saying that Frank Staplin, the prime suspect in these slayings, is almost certain to be indicted. John?
There was more trouble today in the Santa Clara Valley as protesters voiced their outrage at the spraying of pesticides over the local areas. Channel 6 reporter Mike Sanders has the story. Mike?
Come up from under your rock, huh, Frank? What's that? What's that, Ray? Did you say something to me? You talk to the people on television, you won't say it to my face?
I'll talk to scum.
Tell you what, Ray, why don't you come on over here for just a second? Come on. Come on, just a second. Come on.
You're not worth going to jail for.
Come on.
You're not worth it.
What's all this?
You know, I've done a lot of things in this business that I'm not very proud of, but I never thought I'd sink to this level. You can take your precious job. Malloy, get someone else to read your copy. From now on, I'll write my own.
Don't you think you're overreacting? I thought you were a professional.
I am! That's exactly why I can't work for you anymore. Boy, I may not be able to help Stapleton thanks to you, but I'll be damned if I'm going to be his executioner.
You're up bright and early this morning, looking for more grist for your little mill? Tell me, how soon am I going to be indicted? Or do I have to wait to find out on the 6 o'clock news?
It's a cheap shot, Mr. Stapleton.
You should know, you're the expert. Good day.
Wait a second. I got something I want to
That's
tell you.
it. Barge right in. That's about your style.
Well, if you'd let me finish a sentence.
Goodbye, Miss McCleary.
What I'm trying to tell you is I think I can help you.
That's all I need. More help from you, I'll end up in the gas chamber.
What is it about you that is so pig-headed, huh? What makes you so pig-headed? Is it your stupid pride?
You tell me. You got all the answers. All I know is I trusted somebody and she turned around and stuck it to me on the air.
Oh, poor Frank Stapleton. You're just being skewered by the press, huh? The whole world's ganging up on you and you're just going to tough it out by yourself. Is that it?
Hostility. That's a good angle. Why don't you save it for your 11 o'clock show? Look, do me one last favor and get out of my life.
Is that what you said to your wife and daughter? Frank, talk about being your own worst enemy. You really take the prize.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not finished. Whether you know it or not, the body was discovered 90 miles from the lake. You couldn't have been both places at once, right?
How come you're so eager to help all of a sudden? You're looking for another exclusive?
No, because I'm the one that got you into this. I mean, I broke the story, I did the legwork. I mean, you're right, I even stuck it to you on television. The least you could do is let me try to get you out of some of this.
Well, if it hadn't been you, it would have been somebody else.
Well, it wasn't somebody else, it was me. Don't you understand? I was... Look, all we have to do is find that farmer and prove that you weren't there. Come on, Frank. Don't blow it this time. This is your last chance. Come on, let's put an end to this nightmare, huh?
What are you, a sucker for lost causes?
nothing, huh?
It all looks the same. I'd have paid more attention if I'd known I was going to need an alibi. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This looks kind of like... This is it. Amy, this is it.
God.
And there he is. There he is.
Great.
That's him. That's him. Sir. Talk to you for a minute.
I'm listening.
Do you remember me?
Should I?
Yeah, you should. A few days ago, I was driving along out here on your road, alongside your fence, and I had a flat tire. You were out here plowing, whatever you do.
Well, I've been plowing for some time.
Well, this was just a few days ago.
You know which day?
Thursday.
A week ago last Thursday.
Well, I might have could, but I can't really recall.
Please try. It's extremely important to us. Really, try to remember. You've got to. Look, he was driving along that road and he got a flat.
You came over and asked if you could help, and I said I didn't need help, but that they put the lugs on too tight. You remember that?
Oh, wait a minute. Now I think I do. Yeah. You were driving a red pickup, I remember, because my brother's got one just like it.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I was driving my car, that car right over there.
Sure.
Am I sure?
Well, let me talk to him. I'm better at this. Look, you do remember that someone had a flat tire last week, right?
Well, I might could, yeah.
But the car's a little vague, right?
Come again?
Well, you did talk to the man, didn't you?
Well, I must have.
Do you remember what he said to you?
There, you got me.
You had a conversation with that guy, remember?
Well, I can't remember. Wait a minute. No.
A flat tire.
I can't think of anything. Well.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Okay, thanks. What'd you do that for? I was just getting him to jog his memory a little.
Come on, that guy can't remember what he had for breakfast.
So you're just gonna fold, huh? Is that it?
No, no way. But that old guy's not gonna do it for me. And neither are you, Amy.
I did the best I could. I'm sorry I let you down.
You didn't let me down. You've done more for me than you'll ever know.
sure. Would you mind telling me what's so funny?
Everything. The whole damn thing. Well, you look at him.
He is a piece of work, isn't he?
Can you imagine that guy on the stands providing me with my one and only alibi?
Don't mention it, no.
It's the saddest story I ever heard.
It's kind of silly.
Come on, let's go.
Oh. Frank Stapleton, I guess this is it, huh?
Look, Amy,
It was really good to get to know you, Frank. Even if it wasn't exactly a pleasure.
cost you a lot helping me.
Yeah, I guess. But don't worry about me. I always land on my feet.
Maybe someday I'll be able to pay you back.
Oh, you know somebody that works in the news business?
I can get you a job in Michigan, but you'll have to change your name.
Oh, great. I wonder if they'll ever catch the guy that did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder.
Hey, Frank.
You don't have to. I'm already packed. Actually, I never unpacked. Tracy?
He certainly doesn't have a driver's license. So look at that silly man.
Daddy, is that you?
It sure is, sweetheart.
When are you going to take us home?
How about right now?
Well, I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, you bet we do, Mom.
We didn't for a while, but we do now. Don't we, sweetheart?
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's get your things. Okay, gang. The only thing to remember is that nobody can do anything to us if we don't let them. And we're not going to let them anymore, are we?
No. All right by me.
Honey, people may say all kinds of bad things about me and your mommy. Maybe even about you. But as long as we know those things aren't true, then they can't hurt us, right?
Now remember that rhyme that I taught you? Sticks and stones.
Will break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
That's the ticket.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye, Daddy.
Have a good day.
Bye, Mommy.
You go ahead, honey. I'll catch up. What about me? Do I get a kiss, too?
You bet. What about you? What are you going to do when they start up?
I'll paddle him. I'm still their teacher. I'm real proud of you, Frank.
Don't cook anything tonight. We're going out to dinner.
It's a deal.
Morning, Ursula.
Good morning, Mr. Stapleton.
I've decided to pass on the Michigan offer. I like the job I have. I also like the family I have and the name I have. I intend to keep them all.
I'll be damned.
So, what did I miss?
Plenty. And you better get cracking. There's a manager's meeting at 10 o'clock sharp.
Now you're talking.
So are you, my friend.
Roy, leave the door open. I wouldn't want anybody to think I was hiding in here.
Welcome back, Mr. Stapleton.
Thank you, Edna. It's good to be back.
A man was arrested today in Santa Louisa in connection with a string of so-called Golden Girl slayings. The suspect, identified as Vernon Lewis Sims, a construction worker from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, has confessed to the crimes and is scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow on 4 counts of murder. This coming nearly 1 full year since the tragic death of Sharon Harris, the last of the Golden Girl victims. This is Amy McCleary, KLHC News, San Francisco.